Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something very honestly. What if I tell you that your life can completely change from today? Not next week, not next year, but right now. Would you believe it or ignore it like always? Because the truth is, most people are waiting for the perfect time. But what if I show you something simple that can start your change today? So stay with me till the end because this video can shift your mindset forever. Chapter 1. In this chapter, we talk about a simple boy named Ion who feels completely stuck in life. He is around 18 years old and he really wants to improve his English and become confident. But every time he tries to speak, fear stops him. His heart beats fast, his mind becomes blank, and he starts thinking that he is not good enough. He watches other people speaking fluently and feels that he is far behind them. He keeps comparing himself, and this makes his confidence even lower. He waits for the perfect time to start, but that time never comes. Every day he says, I will start tomorrow. But tomorrow never changes anything. This is where most people make a mistake. They think they are weak or not talented, but the truth is very different. The real problem is not lack of ability. The real problem is lack of action. Ayan does not realize that his brain is trying to protect him from discomfort. So it creates fear and excuses. It tells him, don't try, you will fail. And slowly, he starts believing it. This is how doubt grows stronger day by day. One day, Ayan sits alone and thinks deeply about his life. He feels tired of waiting, tired of overthinking, and tired of feeling stuck. And for the first time, he asks himself a powerful question. What if the problem is not my English, but my mindset? And this question becomes the starting point of his change because now he is ready to see things differently and take his first small step. Chapter 2. In this chapter, Ayan starts thinking deeply about that one question. What if the problem is not my English, but my mindset? And this thought does not leave his mind. He keeps repeating it again and again. Slowly, he begins to understand something very important. That fear is not real danger. It is just a feeling created by his thoughts. Every time he wants to speak, his mind shows him a picture of failure, people laughing, making fun of him. And because of this, he stops before even trying. But now he starts observing his thoughts. He notices how he always says negative things to himself like, I can't speak, or I will make mistakes. And then he realizes something powerful. If he keeps repeating negative thoughts, his brain will believe them as truth, and this is why he feels stuck. Then he watches a simple video where a teacher says, You are not bad at English. You are just untrained. And this line hits him strongly because for the first time, he feels that maybe he is not weak. Maybe he just needs practice. This idea gives him a small hope, and he decides to try something new. Instead of waiting for confidence, he will start without it. He makes a simple plan: speak one sentence every day no matter what happens, even if it is wrong, even if it feels uncomfortable, because now he understands that action creates confidence, not the other way around, and this small decision becomes the first real step in his journey to change everything. Chapter 3. In this chapter, Ayan finally takes action, but it is not easy at all. On the first day, he stands in front of the mirror and tries to speak one simple sentence, My name is Ayan. But even this feels difficult. His voice is low, his words are not clear, and he feels awkward talking to himself. For a moment, he almost laughs at himself and thinks this is useless. But then he remembers his decision. He promised himself that he will take action no matter how uncomfortable it feels, so he repeats the sentence again and again. Slowly, his voice becomes a little stronger. It is still not perfect, but it is better than before. The next day, he tries 2 sentences, then 3, and each day he adds a little more. Some days he feels motivated, but some days he feels tired and wants to skip practice. This is where the real struggle begins. because motivation is not always there, but he learns something important. Consistency is more powerful than motivation. Even on bad days, he still practices for a few minutes, and that keeps his progress alive. One day he records his voice and listens to it. At first, he feels embarrassed. He notices many mistakes, but then he also notices something new: improvement, small but real. And this gives him confidence. He realizes that action is working. Slowly, his fear starts becoming smaller, not gone, but weaker. And for the first time, Ayan feels that maybe change is actually possible if he keeps going. Chapter 4. In this chapter, Ayan starts seeing real change, but life tests him again. Now his sentences are a little clearer, his fear is a little smaller, and his confidence is slowly growing. But suddenly, he faces a bigger challenge. His teacher asks him to speak in front of the class. The moment he hears his name, his heart starts beating fast again. His hands become cold, and his mind tells him to say no, to escape, to avoid the situation like always. For a few seconds, he feels the same old fear coming back strongly. But this time, something is different. He remembers all the practice he has done. He remembers how he improved step by step, and he tells himself one simple thing: if I run away now, I will stay the same forever. So he decides to face the moment. He stands up slowly. His legs feel weak, but he still moves forward. When he starts speaking, his voice shakes. He makes small mistakes, but he does not stop. This is the biggest change. Earlier, he used to stop completely, but now he continues. Sentence by sentence, even with fear, the class is quiet. Nobody is laughing. And when he finishes, something unexpected happens. Some students clap, not because he was perfect, but because he was brave. That moment hits him deeply. He realizes a powerful truth: growth feels uncomfortable, but that discomfort is the sign that you are improving. And for the first time, Ayan truly believes that he can change his life if he keeps going. Chapter 5. In this chapter, Ayan is no longer the same person who was afraid to speak even one sentence. Now he is practicing daily, speaking more freely, and slowly building real confidence. But the most important change is inside his mind. He no longer sees mistakes as failure, he sees them as part of learning. This shift makes everything easier. One day, something surprising happens. One of his classmates comes to him and says, "How are you improving so fast? Can you help me?" And this moment feels unbelievable to Ayan, because the same person who was once scared is now helping others. This gives him a deep sense of purpose. Now he is not just learning for himself, he is also supporting others. And this makes him even more consistent. He starts practicing more seriously. He listens to English daily, speaks in different situations, and even records short videos. At first, recording feels strange, but slowly it becomes normal. He watches his old recordings and notices a big difference. His voice is clearer, his sentences are better, and his confidence is much stronger. One day he speaks in front of a small group without fear, and this becomes a turning point because now he understands that confidence is not magic. It is built through daily effort, step by step, day by day, and the biggest realization he has is this: the fear that once controlled him was never permanent, it was just a habit, and now he has replaced that habit with courage and action. And this is what is changing his life completely. Chapter 6. In this final chapter, everything becomes clear. Ayan is no longer the same boy who used to wait, overthink, and doubt himself every day. Now he understands one powerful truth: your life does not change when you feel ready. Your life changes when you decide to act. He looks back at his journey and realizes that nothing magical happened. No shortcut, no secret trick, only small daily actions. He spoke one sentence, then two, then practiced every day, even when he felt tired, even when he felt embarrassed, and that consistency changed everything. Now, when he faces fear, he does not run away, he moves forward with it because he knows fear is not the end, it is just the beginning of growth. And this is where the message becomes about you. Because maybe you are also waiting, maybe you are also thinking that you will start later, when you feel confident, when you feel ready. But the truth is simple that moment will never come. You have to create it, you have to start now. Even if your voice shakes, even if your English is not perfect, even if you feel uncomfortable, because that discomfort is the path to confidence. And if you keep taking small steps every day, your life will slowly start changing, just like Aeon's did. So remember this you are not stuck, you are just waiting. And the moment you stop waiting and start acting, that is the moment everything begins to change. If you really want to change your life, don't just watch this video and forget it. Take action today. Start speaking one sentence right now. And if you are serious about improving your English step by step, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment below. I will start today because your journey begins now.